Hey guys, welcome to another exciting episode of Easy Meals and Drinks Review. This is your host Phil. Welcome to another really exciting episode. This is Florida coastal seafood. I'm reviewing like a ultimate shrimp and grits, and seafood mac and cheese. I had this credit in Instacart Plus or Uber Eats, and so I wanted to use that, and it was like a $10 off, and then so just wanted to use it this weekend, and it had to be like over $35 or something like that. So I just kind of treated myself, and especially for this blog, and just wanted to get a couple of nice items, probably a little bit more than what I would order maybe normally, but I thought it was a good opportunity to review at least a couple of really nice items, right? So this was actually a really pleasant surprise. The seafood, the shrimp and grits is quite fancy. This is the most luxurious one I've ever had, probably. Oh, look at this. It looks like it even has fried catfish. And it has lobster tail, obviously, and I did not expect that, which is amazing. And look at these, some choice shrimp as well. So this looks like it has already exceeded my expectation, I have to say, okay? I'm just giving you an honest feedback. I didn't really expect a whole lot. Actually, I did expect good seafood, because I picked this place because it was in, they did have that partnership with the Grubhub, so making it very easy for me. Otherwise, I could have just, picked it up, but I was just kind of scrolling to see what I can do and what's good seafood around this weekend, and or just in general, and this just kind of came to the spotlight. So and just looks like a really good seafood spot, local spot. So just wanted to try it. Celestia's Seafood Kitchen or something like that. I'm gonna have to check the name again, but it's called Celestia's. But it's in North Side. But I'm also just reviewing just really more like what a good seafood breakfast could be, right? Luxurious seafood. Maybe not with this exactly side, but I really wanted to try this because it just sounded too good. So, and it was like one of their more expensive side dishes, and like when that happens, the good thing is like it's probably like good, right? Or has like expensive ingredients. That's why I have to price the price up. So like that's always kind of like, to me, that's a good sign, not necessarily a bad sign, but just depending on what it is. And that just sounded like something really nice to try. Companies like that will have like a lot of like little seafood leftovers and that didn't quite fit here, fit there, or just have access, so they can afford to have something like this at a very good price, or just overall very good, just good menu item. So I was kind of throwing dice on that one, and also, I talked to the restaurant. I was actually thinking about ordering something else, and I probably will order their catfish and other really interesting stuff that they told me about, and even smothered pork chop. But they didn't have that quietly in the Instacart, Uber, like that app that I'm using, Instacart app. So it's not set up for that smothered pork chop. But I'm definitely going to try that sometime. And also their most popular item, apparently, which is the catfish. I know I'm like usually not a catfish guy, but I've got to try it for both me and you guys, because I don't want to be prejudiced. And I did try catfish one time in New Orleans, in Louisiana, that just kind of blew my mind how good it was. And I'm not even joking. So I wanted to give that another try, because that time it just really kind of started to change my perception about catfish in general. Usually, it's still not my favorite fish, but I know it can be really good, not just good. So, and affordable as well. So anyway, I'm gonna check this out and taste this before it gets cold. All right, let's see. So shrimp and grits. This is like their ultimate, the fancy version, but usually you wouldn't have this. I'm really happy I get to try their catfish anyway. Actually, this is it right here. I think this is it. So I didn't even have to try it separately. I just happened to order this for shrimp and grits, and they happen to already have it. How awesome is that? Seriously, like, I mean, kudos, big time. Like, and has a pretty nice size lobster tail, and really good quality looking shrimp. I think they source their seafood from Seabreeze Company, I think. That's like a local sort of distributor. So I don't exactly know where it came from, but it could be Gulf. It could be even from here. It could be Mayport. It could be, but anyway, so, but let me try what it appears to be a catfish. fried catfish as part of the deluxe combination shrimp and grits dish. So it's like a seafood combination and grits. More than shrimp and grits. Yes, I believe that is catfish. I believe this is what I would have gotten if I ordered the catfish dinner. But probably, I'd be obviously with more quantity, but this is perfect because I kind of just wanted to taste it for the review, right? For me and you guys. So, it's very delicate. It's definitely one of the top quality seafood, top quality catfish that I've tasted. Definitely one of the top. I'll tell that right now. I did try, although it's not, I've had prejudice against catfish for a long time, just like a lot of Californians. I kind of grew up there as a teenager. I was born in South Korea, and everybody thinks they're too good for catfish. And also, it's not that common there, right? Because they deal with a lot of ocean fishes, and there's not a lot of that. Mississippi is pretty far away, you know what I'm saying? So it's not really very well thought of there, okay? It's not well regarded there, or it's just available. It's not really that available, but overall in the South, it is, especially in the Bayou, Mississippi / New Orleans type of Louisiana area or surrounding area, or in the South like we do, because we're just like generally a lot. It's like a kind of like a very common person plebeian, but not just that. It's like it could be considered also as a delicate, right? So it just depends on, like in California, it could be considered quite delicate, like especially this type of catfish, like a high quality catfish that's like done in Southern style. This is, I think it was done in Southern style. Anyway, so. And I'm also eating the grits at the same time. Grits is delicious. It's got a little bit of that cheesiness to it. Very nicely flavored. Just wanted to kind of describe the taste as I go here. All right. And I'm gonna taste this lobster, okay? All right. All right, there you go. Milo's sweet tea, famous sweet tea. No ice because it's already cold. I don't want to dilute it. So if it wasn't cold, I would put ice. But cheers. True Southern style, our ball mason jar. Very Southern breakfast, luxury breakfast at its finest, I would say. Okay. Can you picture a better breakfast than this? And I didn't have to pay $200 for it. It wasn't cheap, I had to admit. Usually I would have just gotten this and be super happy, but with the whole deal and vlogging for you guys, this is good. I ordered a little bit more over what I normally would, but not too far from it, right? Or I could have just done this and just eat like 2 or 3 times, because I will get at least 2 full meals out of these two, which makes it more affordable, right? So like, instead of 40-some, $50, with the deal, whatever, could have been 25 or 20 per meal, right? 2 meals. I'm gonna probably stretch this out. Like this might be it for the rest of the weekend. I don't eat that much anymore, and these are like super nutrition dense, healthy, packed food. So look how much energy this is, clean energy that's in here. So this is definitely good enough for the whole weekend for me. Okay, just being honest with you. I might snack on some popsicles, some organic popsicles, guilt-free, right? Or some ice cream sometimes here and there. I might even have a little snack here and there and like maybe create a quick meal, but this is good. So, especially because I live alone now. So, may or may not let my dog taste some of it. I think some of it should be fine because obviously because it's not spicy, right? So anyway, but I'll determine that later. And he might just get lucky. We'll see. Okay, so the lobster is is really good. It's not like a typical common person food. This is the luxury level, but it's still pretty affordable considering like Celestia's. Huge kudos, because this is like a lot of top quality, kind of expensive food for a really good price. I exactly forgot how much. This was like $26. I don't know if that was for delivery price, probably regular price. And that sounds kind of high for a breakfast item, but not for seafood like this. Not with like lobster tail, fried catfish, and shrimp and grits. Shrimp with grits, right? Shrimp and grits. Wow, it's delicious. Okay, I'm gonna give it another nice bite of that lobster tail. It's cooked really well, so springy, tastes fresh. Washing it down with some southern tea to complete the southern meal, and some coffee. I made it. I just ran out of K-cup. I have to get some. I usually just use K-cup coffees, but I was using Pete's coffee, out of Berkeley, California. That's one of my favorite coffees. But I just ran out, so I made a stovetop espresso Italian style using that little kettle thingy, the mini kettle, or Cuban slash. Italians use it now. Cubans use that style also. I guess they inherited from that. But anyway, so I made the Starbucks ground medium roast Starbucks, or blonde actually. Got it as a gift. Blonde, homegrown or home ground coffee, and then made it espresso style, and with them half and half, some organic sugar. Organic half and half from BJ's. Their brand. Oh, it's so good. Yeah, this is like breakfast fit for a king, I have to say. I mean, but you know what? If you have one of those weeks where you wanna, you have something to celebrate, or just had a long week and you just haven't really fed yourself that well, I mean, this is a perfect way to treat yourself on the weekend, right? That's exactly what I'm doing. There's time to be frugal, and then there's time to treat yourself, and this is good for, mind, soul, and body. This is just really rejuvenating, high quality and nutrition dense, clean, high quality, nutritious food, seafood, and a lot of it is probably locally sourced or freshly sourced. Okay, so definitely a big yes on the shrimp, no, the shrimp and grits. Let me taste actually the shrimp itself. Very good quality shrimp, yes. I think these might be farmed, but it's still really good quality. That's the good thing about good quality farm shrimp, is they didn't have to deal with all that BS, right? Like, they didn't have to deal with excessive. It's good and bad in a way. Like, I think there's pros and cons to that, but I don't really have a problem with, even if this was. I think that when I talked to them, they said it was farmed, but even if it has a good source of farm shrimp, I have no problem with that. It's just the quality, right? So, yes, maybe it's not going to have the same exact things as like a wild one, but it's not going to probably have other things like parasites and things like that. Like, I wouldn't have to worry about that as nearly as much, right? Or like ever, or almost ever. So as long as it's from a good source, they grow up in a very controlled environment that makes the fish or shellfish very clean, right? Clean in taste, clean in just everything, right? So cleaner. Definitely yes on the shrimp and grits. Definitely yes on the deluxe version. The ultimate. Hell yeah. This is the way to treat yourself on the weekend for seafood lovers, okay? And this mac and cheese, seafood mac and cheese, they're known for mac and cheese. They told me that. So I didn't order everything they suggested yet. I'm going to go back to them for that, like for catfish, for example. I know. I probably don't even need to go for catfish because it's in here. And it's very good, okay, by the way. And they have their dish. It comes with two sides. But this one, they're known for their regular mac and cheese, but this is their fancy version. It's kind of like trying their mac and cheese, which is suggested, which I am, one of the things that they're suggesting. But the seafood version, which is their fancy, the expensive version, right? But it's $11 for this, which is not a bad price if you think about it. Look at all the seafood in here. Let me go ahead and try it. All right. It's definitely yummy. This mac and cheese, guys, is a winner. Look how much seafood there is. I mean, see, that's why I like something like this, where they could just kind of throw in excess seafood of high quality, but they don't exactly have like this, leftover from steak cuts and things like that. you know, you can take advantage of that. And they, you know, this is probably one of those prime examples where, as a consumer, you know, you can probably take advantage of that, where the prices are lower because they're kind of using, you know, bits and ends, you know, not the prime cuts, but same quality nonetheless, where they can just throw it in here and then just kind of make it into a really nice meal. They're already known for mac and cheese, and this seafood, I mean, this is bomb. So mac and cheese fit for a king, I would say. I can tell there's shrimp in here. I actually taste lobster a little bit as well. I may be wrong, but I think I do taste it. At least shrimp for sure. And it looks like it has crabs. Looks like blue crabs, but meats, right? So you didn't have to do any of the work, so which is great to pick the meat. Definitely a huge yes. 2 thumbs up on the mac and cheese, seafood mac and cheese. All right, $11, totally worth it. I mean, come on, wow. This will feed 2 people. This alone will fit 2 people if you kind of moderate eater, or 1 large person, or 1 hungry person, any size. This is good enough to be just a meal by itself, or a great side meal. And these together, I don't know, like $50 usually, but with a deal it was like $40-something, I guess, $40 or so. No, this was 26 and 11. I remember this price. 30, you know what I mean? So that's what the prices were. I don't know if that was for delivery price, probably regular price, but anyway, totally worth it. High quality seafood, coastal living, Florida style, you know, Gulf style, whatever you want to call it. But it was a success. Give it a try, you know, next time you're around at Celestia, or just any other legit seafood joints around. You know, give them a shot. They're usually, you know, just have good stuff, fresh, and, you know, it's good to obviously like be customers and help out the business as well as feeding yourself. So it's not a charity event by any chance, but, you know, like if you pick up foods like this, and, you know, you go around buy local from local restaurants, whether, you know, you bring it home or you eat it there, it's good for the economy, local economy. So anyway, but most of you probably haven't tried seafood or shrimp and grits. I just really wanted to showcase that, and it's definitely a go. And usually, if you go to Charleston, it's southern style, like Charleston, like Carolinas, Florida, you know, Georgia, you know, like Savannah, for example, like all these coastal areas there, and also I think the Gulf down south also. They'll have, but especially these areas that I mentioned on the, you know, sort of the right coast, southern right coast, very famous. So check them out. And shrimp and grits, definitely worth trying. Okay. And this seafood mac and cheese, also awesome. Thank you.